Weehawken through Secaucus across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Tennessee Titans. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Man open left side is Brown. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Tannehill throwing again. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. First carry for the former Tar Heel, Michael Carter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys at plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space,
got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Kyle Rudolph, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, it became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style, too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Here's 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
This is Murray. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. Second down at 7. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to drop this one down for Murray. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That one caught by Carter. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Murray. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Check, 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 check. Check. Crunch.
Once more, Murray. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Titans 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Play action. It's Tannehill. Man open. Here is Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down, here's Henry. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's third and 3. Here's Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
After the interception, here's Wilson. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And Crowder's now in his 3rd year with the Jets after 4 in Washington. A dependable route runner. He makes a nice catch there.
On first down, it's Carter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And Rudolph has it left side. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a give. This is Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Third and 2, now Wilson. They'll check this one down to Carter. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Off play action, Tannehill. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Tannehill. Complete to Jones. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Tannehill. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill, he's going to air one out. Touchdown, Titans! Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Play action. Now Wilson. This one caught by Crowder. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 5. They go play action with Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And finding the tight end Rudolph. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Second half starts with a run by Murray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They go play action now. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Here's Wilson to throw. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Carl Lawson, former Bengal, in on the stop. Still 9 remaining on second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back line of the end zone. Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you out of the back of the end zone. Then you know you can't be beat over the top and gives you a chance to go make a play.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. Here's Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now, Corey Davis, of course, 4 years with these Tennessee Titans. They decided not to pick up his 5th-year option, so he left for the Jets. Even though he's coming off statistically his best season as a pro, just short of 1,000 yards on 65 catches in his final season with Tennessee. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On first down, Murray. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Wilson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Kyle Rudolph. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
touchdown, Titans! Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
And that's his second touchdown run of this game, and this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. This one caught by Davis. And all the way down to the 29. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Carter for a Jets touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
Yeah, and we'll see how determined they are. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
A.J. Brown is starting to get a well-deserved reputation as one of the top flight receivers in the NFL. Went over 1,000 yards in his first 2 years. Makes another strong catch there.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown! Anthony Furtzer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Bullet good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Tenth carry of the game now. Murray. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Now Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the Titans are right back in this football game. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback. And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Tannehill on first down. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On second down, it's Hawkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Throwing is Wilson. Man open, here is Crowder. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
On 1st down, Wilson. That goes out wide to Murray. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again is Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one caught by Carter. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll run on 1st down. Murray. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. And Rudolph has it left side. Touchdown, Jets. Kyle Rudolph. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now it's Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Throwing, Tannehill. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go with Murray again. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Tannehill to throw. He's got Ferkser. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field.
Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Titans 42, Jets 41.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Good play there by the versatile Danico Autry. He can play inside or outside on the defensive line. 3 seasons in Indianapolis before signing with the Titans in March. He had 7.5 sacks in 2020.
Throwing now is Wilson. Complete to Cole. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds with the first down as the clock ticks inside of 30 seconds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
This one caught by Crowder. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
That's another Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro.
2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And he's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close. Well, Charles, coaches always talk after losses about putting that behind you and moving on. But in a case like this, when you could have won it with a chip shot field goal and you miss it, that is going to sting for a little while, isn't it?
Some are tougher to put behind you than others, right? We always talk about compartmentalizing. What is the rule? Coaches always talk about 24-hour rule after a game, and then you move on. That's tough because that was a very makeable field goal. In fact, I think you and I were both just shocked that he didn't knock it through the post, and they end up walking off the field losers.
So for Tennessee, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jackson.